and talk about Nepal now, because normalcy seems to be now gradually returning to Nepal after days of political chaos and nationwide unrest. With the Kathmandu airport, which is reopened, signaling a cautious return to a routine operations. However, the security remains tight, with the army that has taken over to maintain strict surveillance across key areas.
प्रोटेस्टर्स ने किस तरीके से प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टीज को नुकसान पहुंचाया है उसका भी एग्जाम्पल आपको दिखाते हैं। ये देखिए, काठमांडू शहर के अंदर जो है ये गाड़ियों का एक बड़ा शोरूम है, सबसे बड़ा शोरूम आप इसे कह सकते हैं। यहाँ पे दिखाते हैं आपको तस्वीरें किस तरह से ये जो शोरूम है, यहाँ पे ENZ, यहाँ पे जेंग लिखा हुआ है। ये शोरूम जो है किस तरीके से CG मोटर्स करके है, ये ऊपर आपको दिखाया एक बार। तो ये देखिए कैसे पूरा तहस नहस कर दिया है, इसको आग के हवाले कर दिया गया है और करीब दर्जनों कारें जो है इसके अंदर आपको दिखाई देंगी जो पूरी तरह से जलकर खाक हो चुकी हैं। ये देखिए किस तरीके से जो गाड़ियां हैं वो जलकर खाक हुई हैं। ये देखिए, आपको अगर काउंटिंग करके दिखाएं तो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 करीब 18 से 20 गाड़ियां ऐसी हैं। ऊपर भी कुछ गाड़ियां हैं जो तहस नहस हुई है, तो 20 से 25 गाड़ियां हैं जो पूरी तरह से तहस नहस हो गई हैं। ये बड़ा सा 3 स्टोरी बिल्डिंग है ये, और ये पूरी बिल्डिंग खाक हो चुकी है। जो तमाम नई कारें इस शोरूम के अंदर थी वो सभी कारें भी जलकर खाक हो चुकी हैं। तो ये तस्वीरें दिखाती हैं कि कैसे उपद्रव, एक तरह से अराजकता जो है वो हुआ इस प्रोटेस्ट के जरिए, इस प्रोटेस्ट के दौरान, और उसका नुकसान जो है सिर्फ जो सरकारी संपत्ति नहीं है, जो प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टीज भी हैं, जो प्राइवेट लोगों की प्रॉपर्टीज हैं, उनको भी इसका खामियाजा उठाना पड़ा। उनकी संपत्तियां भी जो है वो नष्ट हुई हैं, उसको शिकार बनाया गया है, और ये काठमांडू शहर के अंदर हुआ है। कैमरा पर्सन सत्यदेव सिंह के साथ विनोद मिश्रा, टाइम्स नाउ भारत, काठमांडू, नेपाल।
Now, to actually bring back stability in the Himalayan nation, there is a political reset that seems to be taking place as far as when it comes to, for now, a leaderless government that has plunged Nepal into chaos. But to bring back stability, there needs to be a leader, as far as an interim leader who could actually lead the country and get the country out of crisis. The curfew that still remains in effect across Nepal, pretty much, particularly in Kathmandu, as the Gen Z protest has entered as far as its 4th or 5th day that we are looking at, as far as life that seems to be now gradually coming back to normalcy. But this seems to be the determination of the Gen Z to establish an interim government with Sushila Karki as the Prime Minister. That seems to be now growing by the day, but it seems that there has been talks that has been taking place at the army headquarters that seem to have faced certain hurdles or obstacles as far as with generating a consensus. Now, as far as when it comes to this push is now concerned, that seems to be causing a little bit of friction with the Gen Z. We are looking at in thousands of numbers who participated as far as in choosing their next leader. That seems to be as far as when it comes to these meetings that has been taking place. With the President of Nepal at the army headquarters, that we are looking at the involvement of Nepal army. Remember, this is right now as far as the pictures that has been coming in, the army that has taken over the security and surveillance of the entire area to maintain peace and stability. But the key meeting that has been taking place to name the interim head of government, it seems that the position may go to the front runner, who is Sushila Karki. However, as far as when it comes to the entire situation, that seems to be stuck over a consensus over the other candidates as well. Priyank is connected with us right now. Priyank, key meetings that has been taking place. Consensus building is the key as far as it would be better for the Himalayan nation as soon as possible to announce their new leader.
Certainly, Amita, and looking at the kind of attacks and vandalism and arsoning which happened in Nepal for 30 to 35 hours, it is quite possible that there could have been a pre-planned meditated attack which happened in different locations. But now it's time for the at least bringing peace, for which we saw that 2 of the youth leaders who were from Nepal itself, one of them was mayor, the second one was the Hami, Nepal's NGO founder. These 2 individuals met the Nepalese army, because they have been given the responsibility to maintain peace and have at least talk. They have proposed to name one of them as the former Chief Justice of Nepal, Sushila Kerti, whose name has come up as a forefront runner. That's why there will be a meeting which is scheduled to happen at 9 a.m. today, and then final course of action will happen. It is very much important for the people of Nepal to bring a leader so that the peace and peace can be brought in the country, and for which there has to be a leader in place. We know that the parliament cannot function because the whole parliament has been burned down. We know that the Supreme Court cannot take action because the Supreme Court has been burned down.
So stability for now seems to be the priority as far as naming the interim government and leader, because there has been, as far as the president of Nepal is concerned, stating that he is seeking a solution that is based on constitutional provisions and urging the citizens to remain calm and patient. Priyank, thank you very much for the moment. More ground reports that are now coming in, emphasizing as far as when it comes to the current constitution is concerned. However, there still has been certain reports that has been coming in of violence breaking out in Nepal. Take a look.
मध्य प्रदेश के एक्स चीफ मिनिस्टर लाल बाबू राउत के घर पे अभी हम मौजूद हैं और यहाँ पर देखिए जो प्रदर्शन हुआ था, प्रदर्शनकारियों ने इस घर को क्षतिग्रस्त किया, किस तरह से तोड़फोड़ यहाँ पर भी हुई है। शीशे तमाम जो घर के हैं टूटे हुए हैं, अंदर भी काफी ज्यादा नुकसान हुआ है घर को। वो तस्वीर आपको हम दिखाते हैं। घर के अंदर देखिए, ये एक्स चीफ मिनिस्टर रहे हैं नेपाल के मध्य प्रदेश के, और उनके घर पर किस तरह से जसपा पार्टी है इनकी और उसके ये प्रमुख हैं, और देखिए घर पर किस तरह से तोड़फोड़ यहाँ पर की गई है। जो गुस्सा है, खास करके नेताओं को लेकर भी जो गुस्सा प्रदर्शनकारियों के अंदर था, जिस तरह से सरकार के खिलाफ ये पूरा प्रोटेस्ट हुआ, उसका नतीजा ये है कि किस तरह से यहाँ पर देखिए टुकड़े जो है वो पड़े हुए हैं। घर के कुर्सियों के जो फर्नीचर है, शीशे हैं, तमाम चीजें यहाँ पर टुकड़ों में पड़े हुए हैं। तो ये तस्वीर आप देखिए किस तरह की स्थिति जो है वो यहाँ पर प्रदर्शन के दौरान देखने को मिली है। अंदर जो है देखिए ये गैराज है, गैराज के अंदर भी तस्वीर आपको हम दिखाते हैं किस तरह से जो गाड़ियां हैं उसको आग के हवाले कर दिया गया है। ये जो तमाम गाड़ियां आप देख पा रहे हैं, 2 गाड़ी लगी हुई है यहाँ पर, और दोनों जो है वो जलकर खाक हो चुकी है। जिस तरह से यहाँ पर प्रदर्शनकारी आए और आगजनी की, तोड़फोड़ की है, वो तस्वीर आप देखिए किस तरह से यहाँ पर देखने को मिल रहा है।
Well, the Himalayan nation that continues to remain on the edge as far as when it comes to the death toll is concerned, that seems to have gone up in those violent clashes that were reported. At least 36 people are now reported dead with over 1,700 injured. Hundreds, however, still remain hospitalized receiving treatment, while more than 1,300 patients have already been discharged. Authorities say hospitals that are strained and the Ministry of Health is also closely monitoring the situation as far as the crisis that continues in the Himalayan nation of Nepal. Well, that seems to be the data for now that has been updated. What we are getting to know, in Nepal clashes, 36 people have lost their lives. With that, we head into a short break. You're watching the Morning News now.